Hello from Mindset Daily, wishing you a day full of health, peace, and happiness. Thank you for watching the Mindset Daily channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. Thank you so much.
What if 6 months from now you could be completely unrecognizable in the best way possible? What if the version of you that exists today became a distant memory, replaced by someone sharper, stronger, and unstoppable? And what if the only thing standing in your way was the decision you make right now? Most people waste years waiting for motivation, but waiting has never changed a life. This plan is for those done with waiting. It's designed to break you out of autopilot and force real progress, financially, mentally, physically. Yes, it will be uncomfortable. Yes, it will be demanding. But if you stay with it, you won't just feel better. You will be better. In 6 months, your past self won't even recognize you. So here's the question. Are you truly ready to change? Because in just a moment, you'll discover a 6-month plan to rebuild your focus, reshape your habits, and transform your life. It begins with one essential truth, the power of definite purpose. Right now, you stand at the crossroads of destiny. The choice you make today will decide where you'll be 6 months from now. Most people drift through life without direction, but you won't. Not anymore. You are about to harness one of the greatest forces in existence, the power of a clear and definite purpose. When you set a definite major purpose, something remarkable happens. The scattered thoughts in your mind begin to align, focusing like a laser on a single target. That focus becomes the starting point of all achievement. Without it, you're simply existing, not truly living. Think about it. Every towering skyscraper, every technological breakthrough, every timeless masterpiece, all began as a single thought in someone's mind. And that same power exists within you right now. But here's the key. Your purpose must be specific. Vague wishes create vague results. Write down exactly what you intend to achieve in the next 6 months. Be precise about what you want, when you want it, and why it matters. That written statement becomes your mental lighthouse, guiding you through storms and darkness toward your destination. And remember, the moment you commit to a definite purpose, unseen forces begin working in your favor. Your subconscious begins to reprogram itself for success, noticing opportunities others can't see. It feels as if the universe itself bends to assist those who know exactly what they want. This isn't mysticism. It's the practical law of the mind, powered by applied faith and self-confidence. Faith isn't some vague idea for dreamers. It has always been the foundation of every great achievement. Think about it. Every innovation, every breakthrough, every triumph began with someone believing in what others could not yet see. This isn't blind faith. This is applied faith, the unstoppable force that turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. In the next 6 months, obstacles will rise that seem impossible to overcome. Doubts will whisper. Others may question your vision. Even your own mind may say, maybe this isn't possible. That very moment is the crossroads where champions separate from the crowd. Applied faith is your superpower. It's the ability to see beyond present limitations, to hold firm when all evidence points to defeat. Remember Edison? He failed 10,000 times before creating the light bulb. That wasn't stubbornness. That was applied faith. And your self-confidence works the same way. It's a muscle that strengthens every time you confront a challenge. Each push through fear does more than complete a task. It reshapes your entire self-image. This is how ordinary people accomplish the extraordinary. They aren't fearless. They are fighters who act despite fear. Your mind is the most fertile soil on earth. Plant doubt, and failure spreads like weeds. Plant faith, nurture it with consistent action, and success becomes inevitable. The choice is always yours. No one else can decide what grows in your mental garden. Begin today with one small act of courage. Speak up in that meeting where you'd normally stay quiet. Make the call you've been putting off. Take that first step toward your dream, even when every instinct tells you to wait. These small victories are rewiring your nervous system, teaching your subconscious that you are capable of greatness. The world's top achievers know a simple truth. Faith without action is only wishful thinking, and action without faith is just empty motion. But when you combine unwavering belief with persistent effort, you become unstoppable. Imagine yourself 6 months from now, looking back at today as the moment everything changed, the day you chose to believe in possibilities others couldn't see. That future version of you will thank you for having the courage to bet on yourself when nothing was guaranteed. Applied faith is more than reaching goals. It's becoming the kind of person who sees opportunity where others see obstacles, who finds paths where others see dead ends. This mindset will transform every area of your life. Never forget, doubt destroys more dreams than failure ever could. So declare it now. I choose faith over fear. I choose action over hesitation. I choose to believe in my vision even when no one else can see it. This single decision places you among the rare achievers who refuse to be defined by circumstance. The universe responds to conviction. When you move with certainty, the world reshapes itself to meet your expectations. Applied faith is the catalyst that can transform your life in the next 6 months. The real question isn't whether these principles work, it's whether you're ready to apply them with everything you've got. The world is full of mediocrity. Everywhere you look, people are doing just enough to get by, just enough not to get fired, just enough to maintain the status quo. But that's not you. You're about to discover the single most powerful habit that has created more millionaires, more success stories, and more extraordinary achievements than nearly any other principle in history. Going the extra mile isn't a suggestion, it's a law of success. When you deliver more service and better service than you're paid for, you activate a principle as reliable as gravity. What you give comes back multiplied. Think about it. In a marketplace crowded with average performers, the one who consistently exceeds expectations becomes invaluable. This isn't theory, it's reality. Every employer, every customer, every person you meet is silently asking, what value am I receiving from this relationship? When your answer always surpasses their expectations, something remarkable happens. Your reputation begins to precede you. People start recommending you, saying, you've got to meet this person. They're different. They're exceptional. Suddenly, opportunities don't just appear, you attract them. This habit gives you a psychological edge most people never experience. When you know deep down that you've given more than anyone could reasonably expect, you gain an unshakable confidence. This isn't arrogance, it's earned self-assurance. It shows in your presence, in your actions, and in the undeniable mark of excellence your work carries. In a world filled with carbon copies, you become the original. People notice the difference, and they're naturally drawn to it. Starting today, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now, apply this principle to everything you do. If your job requires 8 hours, give 9 of your absolute best. If the standard is 3 sales calls, make 5 with full enthusiasm. If your relationship needs attention, pour into it generously. For just 6 months, let this be your non-negotiable standard. The results will astonish you. Opportunities will surface from unexpected places. People you never imagined will begin to support and champion your cause. Your income, your influence, your impact, all will expand beyond what you thought possible. Remember, the extra mile is never crowded. While most calculate the minimum required effort, you'll be operating at a level they can't even comprehend. Yes, it demands temporary sacrifice, but those sacrifices bring permanent rewards. The most successful people in history lived by this principle. They didn't just meet the standard, they set it. They didn't just do what was expected, they went far beyond. Now it's your turn. Make this declaration. From this moment forward, I commit to going beyond expectation. I commit to excellence in everything I touch. I commit to becoming the person who gives more, does more, and expects nothing less than greatness. 6 months from now, you'll look back at this moment as the beginning of your transformation. The extra mile isn't just distance. It's your pathway to greatness, the master key to persistence. And in the arena of human achievement, one quality rises above them all: persistence. Behind every success story is someone who refused to quit when everyone else walked away. This isn't just another principle of success. It's the master key that unlocks every door between you and your dreams. Here's the shocking truth most people never realize. The majority of failures happen just steps away from breakthrough. Think about that. People quit when they're inches from the finish line, never knowing that one more push, one more day, one more attempt could have changed everything. That tragic pattern ends with you, starting now. Your commitment for the next 6 months must be unbreakable. You will persist until you succeed, period. Temporary defeats are nothing more than tests of your resolve. Setbacks are simply setups for a comeback. The universe is asking one question: How badly do you want this? Your persistence must answer with thunderous conviction. Redefine failure in your mind forever. Failure isn't an event. It's the judgment you pass on yourself the moment you quit. Thomas Edison discovered 10,000 ways that didn't work before creating the light bulb. Were those failures? No, they were 10,000 steps toward inevitable success. With this mindset, every obstacle transforms into a stepping stone lifting you higher. Persistence flows naturally from a burning desire strong enough to outweigh temporary discomfort. When your why is powerful enough, the how becomes just a detail. Ask yourself, is my desire fierce enough to burn through every obstacle? Does it wake me early and keep me late? If not, dig deeper and reconnect with your core motivation until it consumes you. The formula is timeless. Burning desire, definite action, and persistent effort, even in the face of repeated setbacks. This sequence has built fortunes, shaped empires, and transformed lives worth remembering. Now it's your formula for the next 6 months. Strengthen your persistence muscle daily with small victories that compound into unstoppable momentum. Every completed task, every step forward, no matter how small, reinforces your determination. Celebrate these wins, because they are the foundation of your ultimate triumph. Think of water. Soft, yielding water cuts through solid rock, not with force, but with persistence. Properly directed, the human will is even more unstoppable. Talent may attract attention, but persistence delivers results. Few truly understand this, yet the persistent accomplish what the talented often never attempt. History doesn't honor the gifted who gave up. It remembers the determined who refused to stop. Colonel Sanders faced countless rejections before someone finally said yes to his recipe. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Their secret? Persistence that defied logic and outlasted rejection. So make this non-negotiable vow. I will persist without exception. I will continue when continuing feels impossible. I will turn temporary defeat into lasting victory through unshakable persistence. 6 months from now, you'll look back on this very moment as the turning point. The day you claimed the master key of persistence and unlocked doors you once thought were impenetrable. The persistent are not just participants in life. They are conquerors. And that is exactly what you are becoming, starting today. In today's world, your most valuable resource isn't money, connections, or even time. It's your attention. While most people scatter their mental energy across 1,000 distractions, your ability to focus like a laser can propel you past competitors and transform your life in just 6 months. The average person's attention is broken into tiny fragments, which is why concentrated focus has become the rarest and most powerful form of human capital. Think of your mind as a garden. It will grow whatever you plant. Leave it unattended, and weeds of negativity, distraction, and wasted energy quickly take over, robbing you of progress. Starting today, you must become the vigilant gardener of your mind. Each morning, direct your attention toward your definite purpose. Visualize success with clarity. Feel the emotions of achievement as though it's already real. This isn't fantasy. It's strategic mental programming that rewires your brain and directs your actions. Guard your information diet as fiercely as you guard your body from poison. News cycles and even well-meaning friends can flood your mind with toxic negativity that weakens everything you're building. Be ruthless about what you allow into your thoughts during these 6 crucial months. And remember, multitasking is one of the greatest deceptions of our age. Studies prove it destroys productivity, increases mistakes, and drains mental energy. Instead, cultivate the success habit of full concentration, one important task at a time. When you work, give it your undivided attention. When you rest, rest completely. This rhythm of full focus followed by full recovery generates maximum output and prevents the burnout that sidelines so many driven people. Remember this, attention naturally follows interest. The secret to focus isn't just willpower, it's fascination. Deepen your interest in your definite purpose. Study it from every angle until it becomes an obsession that commands your attention effortlessly. Declare it now. I am taking complete control of my attention. I refuse to let the world dictate where my mental energy goes. My focused attention is my superpower for the next 6 months. This single decision to master your attention will accelerate your progress more than almost any other change you could make. While others stay distracted and scattered, Your controlled focus becomes the unstoppable force driving your transformation. Now we come to the next principle: creative vision and imagination. The most powerful force in the universe isn't atomic energy, it's imagination. Every skyscraper, every invention, every fortune ever built began as a single thought in someone's mind. For the next 6 months, your imagination will be your ultimate competitive advantage in a world filled with followers and imitators. Think about it. The Wright brothers imagined human flight when everyone believed it was impossible. There are 2 kinds of imagination you must use. First, synthetic imagination, the ability to rearrange existing ideas into new combinations, the same way Henry Ford revolutionized manufacturing. Second, creative imagination, that mysterious connection to infinite intelligence, capable of bringing forth brand new concepts that change everything. Both forms of imagination are essential to your 6-month transformation. Your creativity works best in a state of relaxed concentration, what athletes call the zone. Starting today, dedicate 20 quiet minutes each day for reflection. Ask powerful questions like, how can I double my impact? What approach haven't I considered? Then release those questions before sleep, letting your subconscious work while you rest. Have you noticed how breakthrough ideas often come in the shower or while driving? That's your subconscious delivering solutions in the calm moments between sleep and wakefulness. This isn't coincidence. It's your creative faculty operating exactly as designed. Now, begin applying imagination practically. Visualize your 6-month goal in vivid, sensory detail. See it not as a distant dream, but as present reality. Your subconscious cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one, making this a secret weapon for programming success. When obstacles appear, and they will, use this question: how can I turn this challenge to my advantage? That single shift activates creativity, revealing opportunities invisible to logic. Where others see roadblocks, you'll see stepping stones. Remember Walt Disney, told he lacked creativity, or Einstein, once dismissed as a slow learner. Their imagination allowed them to see what others could not. And now it's your turn. Your imagination is limitless, but like any muscle, it must be exercised daily. Feed it with reading from diverse fields, sharp observation, and experiences that stretch you beyond your comfort zone. The richer your mental library, the more fuel your creative genius has to draw from. Make this declaration right now: my imagination is my greatest asset. I will develop it daily, seeing possibilities where others see limitations, and shaping my future in advance through creative vision. This single commitment to harness imagination can accelerate your 6-month transformation beyond anything you now believe possible. While others remain trapped in what is, you'll be creating what could be, and that difference changes everything. Now we move to another crucial key: emotional intelligence and self-discipline. Your emotional intelligence will shape your destiny far more than IQ, technical skills, or even connections. While most people focus only on knowledge, you're about to master the force that drives all human achievement: the ability to recognize, understand, and direct your emotions. Extraordinary achievers share one essential quality: they don't let emotions control them. They choose their responses with deliberate precision. This isn't a soft skill. It's the master key that unlocks every door to success. Your transformation begins with emotional self-awareness. Starting today, observe your own emotional patterns. What triggers spark fear? Which situations stir anger? What interactions drain your confidence? These patterns have quietly sabotaged progress more than any external obstacle ever could. When Andrew Carnegie built his empire, he wasn't emotionally reactive. He was emotionally strategic. When Walt Disney faced rejection after rejection, he didn't sink into discouragement. He turned it into determination. Their secret wasn't the absence of emotion, but mastery of emotion, developed through the game-changing habit of self-discipline. This means choosing your emotional responses instead of being hijacked by automatic reactions. When disappointment strikes, and it will, counter it with determination. When fear rises, turn it into calculated action. And when anger flares, channel that energy into something productive that fuels your mission. Never forget this: emotions are contagious. The people around you are either lifting your spirit or poisoning it. For these next 6 months, surround yourself with positive, ambitious individuals whose energy pushes you higher. and limit your exposure to chronic complainers who drain your strength. Your emotional state isn't fixed. It's trainable. Just as elite athletes condition their bodies through discipline, you can condition your emotions through visualization, affirmations, and feeding your mind with content that fuels your fire. Soon, these habits will operate automatically, propelling you forward instead of holding you back. The highest form of emotional intelligence, the one that will accelerate your transformation, is empathy. When you truly understand others' perspectives and feelings, you elevate every relationship in your life. People who feel understood naturally want to support your vision, open doors, and help you succeed. So make this declaration. I take complete responsibility for my emotional states. I refuse to let temporary feelings derail my permanent success. My emotions serve me. I do not serve them. This single commitment to mastering emotional intelligence will create more opportunities, open more doors, and generate more results in the next 6 months than almost any other decision you could make. While others remain emotional victims, you are becoming an emotional victor. Strategic planning and organized effort are now your tools. Your dreams aren't lottery tickets. They're blueprints waiting for a master builder, you. In a world where many throw themselves against resistance with nothing but hope, you're about to find the hidden doorway that leads straight to your destination. The difference between exhaustion and excellence isn't working harder. It's working with precision. Imagine yourself 6 months from now, standing at the summit you once only dreamed of. That view isn't a miracle. It's the direct result of a systematic approach. Your first move? Break down the intimidating mountain of your 6-month vision into weekly stepping stones. Then crush them further into daily actions you can hold in your hand each morning. Suddenly, the impossible feels inevitable. Each day becomes a winnable game with clear rules and visible progress. Your nightly routine becomes your secret weapon. While most stumble into mornings without direction, you'll wake with a battle plan already crafted. Your subconscious, the most powerful problem solver you have, will work while you sleep, connecting dots and creating solutions invisible during the day. Champions aren't born in the spotlight. They're forged in weekly reflection. These reviews aren't casual. They're reconnaissance missions. What worked? What wasted your time? This ritual ensures you don't repeat the same actions while expecting different results. But here's where most fail, the planning trap. Beautiful strategies sit untouched in notebooks while life keeps moving. Your edge is immediate execution. Perfect action tomorrow always loses to imperfect action today. Movement creates momentum, and momentum creates magic. So launch now. Adjust in flight. Your accountability circle becomes your psychological home field advantage. When you speak commitments aloud to your mastermind allies, you program yourself for completion. The knowledge that someone awaits your victory report creates a pressure strong enough to silence procrastination. The unfinished project graveyard is where dreams go to die. Each incomplete task doesn't just sit idle. It drains your mental battery, leaving behind low-grade anxiety that follows you everywhere. Your new power habit: complete or consciously abandon. No more half-finished symphonies collecting dust. This single principle unlocks reserves of creativity and productivity you never knew existed. The transformation ahead isn't only about achievement. It's about becoming the kind of person who achieves. Systems create success, success creates fulfillment, and fulfillment builds a life of meaning. The question isn't whether this system works. The real question is, will you? Your 6-month countdown begins now. The habit of health and vitality. Your body isn't just flesh and bone. It's the command center of everything you do. While most people obsess over strategies and mindset, they overlook a fundamental truth. Your physical vessel determines how far and how fast you can travel on this journey. When your body breaks down, everything breaks down. When your body thrives, everything thrives. Let's be brutally honest. You cannot outwork a neglected foundation. The most brilliant plan crumbles when carried out by an exhausted, nutritionally deprived mind. And remember, your competition isn't just the players in your field. It's the version of yourself operating at full capacity. Starting today, commit to daily movement that energizes you from the inside out. This isn't about punishment or checking boxes. It's about building an energy surplus that powers every other area of your life. Walk, swim, lift, dance. The form doesn't matter. What matters is consistency. Every single day, non-negotiable. Each session deposits energy into an account you'll draw from when challenges strike. Nutrition isn't just food, it's data for your cells. Every bite programs your body's operating system. For the next 6 months, step into the role of nutritional CEO. Cut the foods that trigger brain fog and energy crashes. They aren't harmless snacks, they're saboteurs of your potential. Each week, upgrade your fuel system with one positive change. Small hinges swing big doors. And never forget, sleep isn't a luxury, it's your secret weapon. Those 8 hours aren't wasted time. They're when your brain builds new pathways, your muscles repair, and your immune system fortifies. Design your sleep sanctuary with the same precision you'd apply to your business strategy. Master the rhythm of work and recovery. Your brain functions like a sprinter, not a marathon runner. 90 minutes of deep focus, followed by true rest, produces far more than 8 hours of scattered effort. Breaks aren't weakness, they're the key to sustainable performance. Health practices compound faster than any investment portfolio. The decisions you make now don't just affect tomorrow. They reshape your capacity 5, 10, even 20 years from today. While others burn out, you'll burn bright. And remember, your body is speaking to you every single day. Are you listening? Are you listening? Fatigue, brain fog, mood swings. These aren't conditions to push through. They're warning lights on your dashboard. 6 months from now, you won't just have different external results. You'll be standing on an entirely new physical foundation. Your energy will be the envy of those around you. Your mental clarity will slice through problems like a laser. Your emotional resilience will withstand storms that once sank you. The quality of your life is tied directly to the quality of your energy, and that begins with the temple you live in. Your physical transformation starts now, not Monday, not tomorrow, but this very moment. Behind every self-made success stands an invisible army of supporters, advocates, and door openers. The lone wolf myth isn't just wrong, it's dangerous to your growth. Your next breakthrough won't come from a tactic, but from the connections you haven't built yet. So starting today, become a master of genuine curiosity. While most wait impatiently for their turn to speak, play a different game. Lean in, listen deeply, remember details others overlook. Follow up on the personal story someone shared weeks ago. Watch what happens when you become the rare person who makes others feel truly seen and heard. This isn't just courtesy, it's strategic brilliance. Relationship building isn't random, it's deliberate. Ask yourself, who are the 5 key people whose support could rocket launch your progress? Then flip the script. How can you become indispensable to them first? The universe runs on an unbreakable law of reciprocity. Every authentic contribution you make weaves an invisible thread that pulls support back to you. Not by manipulation, but by magnetism. Your new superpower? Becoming a recognition specialist. Look around. People are starving for genuine appreciation in a world that often takes them for granted. When you build the habit of acknowledging others' efforts, strengths, and contributions with precision, not empty flattery, but specific recognition, you become a source of emotional nourishment. And people naturally move toward what feeds them. Here's the truth. Relationship capital compounds more powerfully than any financial investment. Each positive interaction, each promise kept, each thoughtful follow-up, they're not just kind gestures. They're strategic deposits into accounts that will fund your future opportunities. While others chase only skills and strategies, you'll be cultivating an invisible network that catches you when you stumble and catapults you when you're ready to leap. Make this your relationship signature, impeccable word-keeping. In an age of casual cancellations and forgotten commitments, becoming the person who always delivers separates you from 95% of the population. This isn't just moral integrity, it's certainty in an uncertain world. Remember, the quality of your life will ultimately mirror the quality of your relationships. Your income, opportunities, and impact will rarely rise above the strength of your relational foundation. 6 months from now, your greatest asset won't be in your bank account or your resume. It will be the web of authentic connections you've deliberately built. While others wonder why doors stay shut, you'll have doorkeepers ushering you through. The question isn't whether you need relationship capital. It's whether you're actively building it or carelessly ignoring the most powerful success accelerator available. Your relationship revolution begins now. Who's the first person you'll surprise with genuine interest today? Personal initiative and action. In the silent moments between thoughts, a question whispers. Will you be the author of your story, or just a character in someone else's? The dividing line between leaders and followers isn't talent, and it isn't luck. It isn't privilege or luck that shapes destiny. It's a single quality available to anyone, anywhere, starting right now. Initiative. Look closely, and you'll see the world divided between those who wait for permission and those who grant it to themselves. Between those who say someone should, and those who declare I will. Some are paralyzed by the question, what if I fail? While others are energized by what if I succeed? Your transformation begins with this radical truth. Fear isn't a stop sign. It's a compass pointing straight toward your next growth opportunity. While most retreat from discomfort, you will advance toward it. Starting today, confront the conversation you've been avoiding, make the call you've been postponing, or start the project you've been delaying. Each time you push through fear, you rewire your mind, turning hesitation into bold, immediate action. Decision paralysis is the silent killer of dreams. How many opportunities have slipped away while you overthought them? Your new success habit. Make decisions quickly and stand by them with commitment. This isn't recklessness, it's wisdom. A good decision today will always beat the illusion of a perfect one tomorrow. Every moment of hesitation drains energy from your future. So ask yourself daily, what action can I take right now, on my own initiative, that moves me forward? Then do it. No permission needed, no validation required. This single practice separates dreamers from achievers. While others wait for perfect conditions, you'll create them through relentless action. But never forget, initiative without preparation is like sailing without a compass, full of energy but lacking direction. The universe rewards the prepared mind. Dedicate time each day to sharpen your skills, expand your knowledge, and strengthen your relationships. That way, when lightning strikes, and it will, you'll be ready, holding the rod high instead of hiding from the storm. The world instinctively clears a path for those who move with certainty. Have you noticed how obstacles multiply for the hesitant but dissolve for the decisive? That's no accident. It's the magnetic power of initiative. When you move boldly toward your dreams, resources appear, mentors emerge, and opportunities reveal themselves. The next 6 months are a crossroads in your journey. One path is safe, predictable, and ultimately filled with regret. The other is challenging, exhilarating, and more rewarding than you can imagine. Picture yourself half a year from now. You've become the person who acts while others analyze, who decides while others debate, who creates while others critique. In every room you enter, the dynamic shifts. People look to you for direction. Opportunities seek you out instead of the other way around. This transformation isn't magic, it's math. Every initiative builds on the last, compounding into momentum that becomes your reputation. That's the one who makes things happen. The world doesn't reward good intentions or clever ideas. It rewards action, consistent, courageous, and decisive. And with every step, your initiative muscle grows stronger. Start small if you must, but start now. Send the message. Make the call. Share the idea. Launch the project. The size of the step matters less than the speed of execution. In the story of your life, these 6 months can be a forgettable transition or the pivotal turning point where everything changed. The principles are timeless, the method proven, and the only variable is you. Your moment is here, not next week, not when you feel ready. So ask yourself, what will your next move be? They're not waiting in books or courses. They're waiting in the minds of others. Look at history's giants. None of them stood alone. Edison had his circle of brilliant thinkers. Disney built around imaginative dreamers. Behind every so-called self-made success lies an invisible force most people overlook, the mastermind. We've been told success is a solo journey. But what if that's the very myth holding you back? What if your next quantum leap isn't about working harder, but connecting smarter? When two minds unite with absolute purpose, they don't just add power, they multiply it. A third force emerges, lifting everyone beyond their individual limits. Think about it. Someone out there already holds the key insight to your biggest challenge. Someone has overcome the exact obstacle standing in your way. Someone else has the connection that could open the very door you've been pounding on for years. They're walking around with your answers. The real question is, are you connected to them? Take inventory today. Who are the 5 people who share your vision but bring different strengths? The visionary who spots possibilities you miss. The analyzer who catches flaws before they cost you dearly. The connector who opens doors you couldn't unlock alone. The implementer who turns ideas into reality while others are still planning. This isn't networking. This isn't casual coffee meetings. This is the deliberate construction of your personal success infrastructure. Your family is your first mastermind opportunity. Are you in true harmony with those under your roof? Or is silent resistance draining your energy before the day even begins? Transform your household into a support system through open communication and shared vision. Your workplace is your second mastermind opportunity. Who among your colleagues has strengths that complement yours? Form an alliance, formal or informal, where progress is shared. The lone wolf era is over. Today's world rewards collaborative genius. But don't stop there. Aim higher. Who has already achieved what you're striving toward? These are your potential mentors, the accelerators of your journey. 1 hour with the right mentor can save you a year of painful trial and error. When the founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence, they weren't just placing names on parchment. They were forging one of the greatest mastermind alliances in history. 56 minds united in purpose, creating a nation whose impact echoes to this day. Your mastermind may not form nations, but it will create your new reality in the next 6 months. Here's the truth. Your current results reflect the quality of minds you're connected to. Want better results? Connect with better minds. The myth of the lone genius has always been just that, a myth. The connected genius is unstoppable. Every major breakthrough in your life will come through people, the right people, aligned in harmony toward a shared vision. The mastermind principle isn't just a strategy, it's the operating system of human achievement. Starting today, approach every relationship with one powerful question. How can we create value together that neither of us could create alone? This single shift will transform the way you interact with people. 6 months from now, you won't just see different results. You'll have built a personal success ecosystem that generates opportunities you can't yet imagine. While others struggle alone, you'll be supported by the collective wisdom, connections, and strength of your mastermind alliance. Your next level isn't only about what you know, or even who you know. It's about who you intentionally think with, who you allow into your mastermind, and whose mastermind you choose to join. Your transformation begins with the very next conversation you have. Wishing you health, happiness, and remember to subscribe to my channel, Mindset Daily.